Hello, so today we're going to go through some hip exercises. I've got about 40 in a list, so we'll try and get through them quickly. Starting with opening and closing the hips. Nice and easy. And this one is a bit harder, so you go on the heel and then this foot on the toe and turn and then sink if you feel comfortable to do so. Or you can just go to here and then turn back. So again, the heel of the front side. Okay. Next one, stepping behind the leg and reach up. And then step the other side. Now let's just turn, knocking on the door of life. And turn inwards. And march, tapping on the opposite leg. Okay, and then step out and move side to side. Very simple but effective. And then we can open both feet if we want more of a stretch. It also puts you a bit off balance, so then you can turn into the warrior pose. Link the arms and open the chest and bend forward. Turn other side. And you can do some other warrior poses. And look behind. And relax. A quick breather. Next one, just rock from side to side. You can even use blocks. So you step up using the hip rather than bending the knee. So if I was going up the stairs, I can just use my hip, or I can use the knee and the hip, or I can use just the weight shift, so it's moving into the, I'm not going down and then up, I'm just going straight up. So this is called the pelvic list. It's a really good exercise. You can practice on a step or anywhere. Next one we can do is called the bear walk. Same arm and same leg. And you can open the palms to get more of a shoulder stretch. And step to the other side. Okay, next one is mini squats, so just hinge at the hips. Focusing on the hips. Going on the toes now, same idea. And then heels back down, and we'll go hinge and into a forward stretch, and then down into a squat, and then just go from forward fold to squat. And feel that stretch. So you can round the spine and then look up. So you inhale, go down, exhale, come up. Or try, if you can, get the heels down, or you put a block behind each heel, make it easier. And then same thing. Pushing out with your elbows. Rounding the whole spine from the base to the mid to the top. Without overdoing it on the joints. So keep it smooth. I'll take a rest. Quick breather. Okay, so now we're going to do some static holds on the toes and palms together. Anjali Mudra, the prayer position. And just keep it balanced for a few seconds. Or feel free just to keep the heels on the ground and go like this. And we can also go like that. Working the lower back a bit. And then back to the center. And now let's straighten the legs. And one side. Other side. Middle. And roll up. And the next one is just balancing like this. So we're not really using the hips, but we are practicing that hinge, strengthening the muscles around the hips. And relax. Next one is rolling a chi ball. using the hips a little bit to turn, and then to the side. It's a bit tricky, this one. Okay. And then just hold the chi ball, sink. And now let's do the dragon. So throw the chi ball behind. Like I must have aliens playing guitar. And the other side. Sink a little bit. And again, keeping this arm here now. And opposite directions, spiral round. And other side. This one's called the leopard, one of the 5 animals. And then push forward like a tiger, push back and relax. Gather any excess chi, bring it down to the body. Okay. Another good one, you might need a chair or something. Basically crossing the legs over. And you can try going behind as well. So it's similar to the one where you go in front and then behind. But I quite like this one because you're doing both legs at the same time. Okay, so you can practice that one anywhere as well. Triangle pose, really good for the hips. If you can, go to the other side. And then back. Turn. So balance is about precision and directing your energy with your mind. So if you want to balance on one leg, you shift the weight into one foot, and then it's like a funnel. All that weight, instead of going on 2, goes into 1. So usually I don't like exercises like balancing or like this because I didn't have good balance, but since I've realized it's just about shifting the weight into one side, it's still challenging, but I know what I need to do now. So it's funneling that energy. You can even use your hands to practice. And then always, also in this dimension, finding the center. This is the center of gravity in the human body. Of course it changes depending on the reference, because if you're connecting to the stars, this might be the center of awareness, but in terms of the physical body, it's here. So let's take a quick pause. Okay, so lots more to get through, so I'll quickly blast through them. The other two of the 5 animals are the snake, which is this one, so it can also be done like this. So you push one hand up and then go straight to there, swap, and then turn it around, which is not that much easier, but it's different. And then the crane is a balance and strength one for the hips and the entire legs. So I'm just going to leave you that one to practice. Balancing on one leg, also good. And then bringing the leg here, or tree pose. And just try kicking, it's more for the knees, so tapping the foot, or curling out, or curling in, trying to get over a certain point as a reference. We can just lift the hips like this and back in as well. Trains the full range of motion. Good one for the hip flexors. Try to keep the core strong as well. And circles just improves circulation and core strength. You can make figure eights as well. And then get smaller until it's just the pelvis. And that can be done if you're sitting down as well, just to move the pelvis is good. Let me see. Alright, so one more standing one is swinging the leg in a diagonal fashion. Try and be conscious so it's not just loose. And then we'll move to the floor. So we've got the 90-90, 90 degrees, 90 degrees. And you can start with the hands and progress without, and then try strengthening as well. And then you can go up into a stretch and then back down. Another one is to go in with the knees, and then butterfly, and then pigeon pose, or you can bring the knee forward as an exercise, and you can try the splits. And this exercise